What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Trailer Park Live right here on the 2nd Street Marvel, where we're coming at you live every single Friday night at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, or sometimes shortly thereafter. Like, maybe I got home late from work and I got home and I had to go out and get a second workout in. Did a nice little workout this morning. Got out into the garage, did a workout when I got home, and then I got done working out, guys, and excuse me, I had to get some food in my stomach, man. I'm telling you, I was starving. I was starving like Marvin. And so, yeah, I apologize. And I was trying to be earlier, but that I was eating a steak, and man, that steak was so damn good. It was so damn good. I had to sit there and savor. I was trying to scarf it down, and I'm like, man, I can't scarf down this delicious steak. I was sitting there and I just grilled it yesterday, and I reheated it just tonight. Now here's the thing. Like, I love steak when it's fresh, right? It's best like fresh off the grill, right? That's the best thing about cooking it at home. You get it, you marinate it yourself, maybe overnight. And you slap it over them charcoals, the next day and cook it up all nice and good, and it's the best. Now, one of the things that I always do is I take when I know I'm gonna have leftover steaks, one of the things that I do is I kind of cook some of them a little more rare than I normally would. Probably a little more rare than if I was gonna eat it right then, because then by the time I heat it up in the microwave later, it comes out perfect. Well, the ones I grilled yesterday, they were just like perfect anyway. And they were good yesterday. But here's the thing. When you get there and you reheat like some hamburgers or some steaks or something that you cooked over some charcoals, you don't really get it with gas grills. Imagine smoking that shit. But when you reheat it, something about reheating it, like that smoky flavor comes out in the meat more. You taste it more. I don't know what it is. It's really weird. Because another thing that I've done from time to time is I'll take like hamburgers. Like I grilled some hamburgers. The day before, didn't eat them all. Yeah, pussed out. But then what I do is I take and I'll have some beans and I'll mash up some beans in the frying pan with some bacon grease, of course. Mash up some beans. And then you crumble up the ground beef in there once you get them all mashed, and let it all warm up. And I'm telling you, that smoky flavor from I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you. But thank you all so much for being here tonight. I do apologize for being late. Now, if you are new to the channel, new to the stream, or new to the Trailer Park Live, what I typically do is I talk about some of the comic books that I read for the week, and then I get in and interact with you all in the live chats to talk about some of the things that have happened throughout the week. And I don't know, was there really a whole lot of news this week? Oh, you know what? I feel like is that too bright? No, no, okay, that's a little better. Yeah, there we go. There we go. But anyway, so what I want to start off with tonight is talking about this book right here, Undone by Blood, or Shadow of a Wanted Man. This book is written by Zach Thompson and Lonnie Nadler. It's got art by Sammy Cavella. Jason Wordie is the colorist, and Hassan Otsmane El Hau is the letterer. This book is a very good book. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because issue number 6 is getting ready to come out, or issue number 1 of volume 2, if you will, because this was just a 5-issue miniseries on Aftershock Comics that came out last year. Now, they're getting ready to come out with a new story arc this in 2 months. And the FOC date on it, that's the final order cutoff, is get into your LCS. You have to be there. You have to get it done by Monday, right? To get your issue number 1. Now, here's the thing I want to tell you about this is you should go check it out. I already read it. It was pretty dang good. Different story than what you get here in volume 1. But very, very good. Now, what this story does is it kind of follows this character, this fictional Western cowboy, through some of his escapades through this Pulp Fiction novel, right? And the first story arc, this one right here, Undone by Blood or Shadow of a Wanted Man, was we follow what was our main Ethel Grady Lane. We follow Ethel Grady Lane in 1970, in the 1970s. I want to say it was 73. It says right at the very beginning, as she is going back to her hometown, where she grew up at, to 1971. Yeah, 1971 right there. She's going back to where she grew up at to get some revenge on the people who murdered her family. They were all staying in this, I believe it was a hotel room, and these people, these criminals came in and they brutally murdered her family right in front of her, and you can guess what they did to her as well. And she, her whole family had gone, so she basically got put into, I believe, like foster care. She wasn't in the town or anything, and she eventually came back to town to get revenge on the people who killed her family. So she goes out on this war path of revenge, trying to track down the people who it was, because she has all these people's etched in her mind, and she's going through, and I'll tell you, here's the thing is, I know, you might think like, oh, it's one of those characters, oh, she and Mary Sue. Well, here's the thing is, she comes in with a lot of attitude, and at times she's a little insufferable, certainly. But the thing is throughout this whole story, she's out there trying to do stuff like beating up dudes and stuff, but not really beating them up. Like occasionally she'll get the drop on somebody and, get a punch or two in there. But she ends up getting her ass handed to her like nearly every time. Like she's getting her ass kicked this whole damn book. Like she's sloppy and she's not doing a very good job. But in the end, she almost kills herself and gets the job done. It's a very good book. The art in this book is very good as well. Now the thing is there's here's and what it is as she's going through doing this getting her revenge, she's also reading this novel about this guy Solomon Eaton, right? And he's kind of in the story there, he is going out to get some revenge on people that had killed his wife and has his son. And so he's going through kind of on his own revenge arc as well. So it was very cool in that way, just kind of how this person's like reading this book, and it's like, like when you get out of the movie theater, you're like, yeah. Don't act like you haven't done this. Don't lie. Like, you get out of like watching like a Bruce Lee movie or out of Rocky. You know what? Most of y'all, I mean, is there anybody here like my age that's done that? You like, I don't know if they have Rocky movies anymore. Did they? I don't know. Maybe people felt that way after Creed. You get out of the theater and you're like, yeah, man, you feel like you could kick anybody's ass. You're like, I wish somebody would mess with me right now. I'll rock your ass. I'll Creed your ass, man. I will knock your ass to, you get all pumped up. You watch I get that way when I watch Bruce Lee movies still. I'm like, dude, I wish somebody would. Come on. Bring it. Right? Well, you can kind of see that's what's going on here. She's kind of getting herself psyched up and everything to go out on this revenge, as she's reading this book. So, it was a very cool book, and the art in this book again, I think it was very good. I'll show you some of the art here. Now here's the thing: is like in the second story arc here, they're getting ready to kick off. It's called Undone by Blood. What is it? Undone by Blood. Dang it, the other side of Eden, or Undone by Blood, or the other side of Eden, and we get a new character that is on a different arc. They're not necessarily on an arc of revenge. They're not going for revenge. They are actually planning a robbery. And that is kind of where Volume 2 is going to be picking up at. So you should definitely go out to your LCS and put it on your comic book pull list and check it out. Now, the other reason why you should do that is this book right here. This is the trade paperback. This has a foreword in here by Norman Reedus, right? You probably know that guy right there. Norman Reedus. Yeah. A lot of people like that guy, right? He did a foreword in here. Now, here's the thing is like, this book right here, this title, this series, has been picked up by Big Bald Head. No, not me. I know some son of a bitch is gonna get in the comments there and be like, oh, Big Bald Head Productions. Yeah, I'm bald. Yeah, so what? But it was picked up by Norman Reedus's Big Bald Head Productions to be turned into a show. I believe it's going to be a show, not a movie. To be turned into a show. And Volume 2 is obviously going to probably, it's probably going to be reference material for that. They're going to do that. So, you should go and check it out. Now, the one thing I will tell you is that all the issues that are coming out for Volume 2 are going to be $4.99 each. And this is something I've talked a little bit about here on this channel. When you see the price of comic books going up, right now they're $3.99, right? Average price is $3.99. But here over this, this last year, it's been going up a lot, here and there. And here going into 2021, we see a lot of books out there are inching towards that $4.99 price in the first place. And which I would honestly say, creeping up to that $4.99 price point, you're getting close. You're pushing the boundaries of making some of the crowdfunding campaigns out there worth going out there and backing, because it's getting a little expensive. By the time you got even if you had a 4-issue miniseries at $4.99, you're looking at $20, right? Like $19.96 for all. You're looking at $20, right? So that's kind of expensive. That's, but they're gonna come with like harder, like heavier duty covers and stuff like that. But I will tell you, I think the series is pretty good. For me, I like this first arc. I trust these two dudes to write a good Volume 2 here. Lonnie Nadler and Zach Thompson have worked together on a couple of titles. And here in Volume 2, they got the same exact people who worked on Volume 1. So you can go out and read, pick this up at your LCS if they've got it, or probably even read it if you read digital comic books online, and you can see what the art looks like, what the story is like. Hell, I believe if you even get on like Comixology, they have they have little previews in there as well. Like there's some of the shots of like the Solomon Eaton character, his horse. Yeah, there's a big picture of him there on the back. Yeah, check it out. Now, here's the thing: is like Norman Reedus is also rumored. I think they were saying that he actually might be in the TV show as well. And if Norman Reedus, if it's his production company and he's going to be in a show about Undone by Blood, I would guess that he's probably going to play Solomon Eaton. Just my guess. I could be wrong. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. This book, this trade paperback, retails for $16.99. For $16.99. And I think this one is definitely worth the $17 to go out there and pick this one up. See if you like it. You can get it. Buy it on Comixology or wherever you read your books digitally. Don't pirate that shit. Come on, man. You don't want somebody stealing your shit, do you? But anyway, make sure you go check that one out. I thought it was pretty good. And yeah, and FOC is this Monday. So go check it out. But thank you all so much for being here. Let's get into the live chats and see what you all are saying. See who all we have got here. Let me see. Let's scroll up. We got my man Mike Porter, my favorite Porter. And I see this this son of a bitch, Obi-Wan the homie, saying my favorite Porter. That's my favorite, but it's all good. There's enough to go around. Thank you all so much for being here. We got LB from the Lonely Banter. We got Fred Zifferhofer. Welcome, Fred. Hello? How you doing? XR Coon, what is up? Park Outdoors, how are you doing? Ray Hall, how are you doing? Park Outdoors says, oh yeah, I had the best ribeye I've ever had in my life on Christmas. Are you my brother-in-law? You son of a bitch. Are you here on the stream under... All right. That's my brother-in-law there in the chats, I guess. I didn't know he was Park Outdoors. It's talking about the ribeyes I cooked for Christmas. All right. Yeah, man. Hell yeah. Uh, oh. Okay. Oh, no, what? You're not? Okay, never mind. Came from Cal Poly. Oh, okay. Never mind. I guess it wasn't. No. All right. I didn't get mine from Cal Poly Meats. But that sounds good. I feel like you're ribeye shaming me now. Are you ribeye shaming me? Don't ribeye shame me. It's Costco. What can I say? It's Costco. It's easy and convenient. That's what I'll blame it on. Mike Porter says, "Did Myrtle kill the cow?" Myrtle would ate that son of a bitch just like fresh out, like it was just bit through the hide. Still reeling from that episode. I know, dude. WandaVision this week was fire. Yeah, making the stream notification interrupt my synth jam session. Nice, man. We're like you getting all like faded and shit, and like doing some like. Did you break out the keyboard and shit? Like here, like. See, I got one. Like that. You got it like a keyboard and shit. You're like, yeah. I don't know. Cool, man. Shit. My bad. Didn't mean to interrupt your jam session. I hear my guy ain't nothing like a well prepared. Yeah, for sure. Yep. Comics, chat, topics, and then show goes off the rails. We might go. I don't know. We might go. Will we go off the rails today? It's hard to say. Bacon wrap tenderloins are the best too. Yeah. Medium rare is where it's at. Yeah. And the thing is, like, you got to get it, like, see, like, yeah, it's really hard. Like, man, like, there's some places I won't go eat steak anymore. Because, like, one place I went to, I ordered a medium rare steak. It was Black Angus. I ordered a medium rare steak. And they sent that shit out bloody. Like, I'm like, dude, like, this is like, this shit is not cooked enough for me. And I had barely cut into the motherfucker. I had like 2 bites of it. And I said something to the waitress. I was like, hey, you know. And she goes, yeah, it's for medium rare. I'm like, yeah. And I'm looking at it. I'm like, this motherfucker, like, no. This motherfucker isn't quite medium. This is a little less than that. And she's sitting there looking at it. And they, like, she didn't, like, she just turned around and fucking walked away. She just turned around and walked away. Like, I'm like, is that worth it? Like, I'm just supposed to eat it, I guess. Like, that's it? Said something to the manager. Oh, we're sorry. Would you like a free dessert? I don't even know. I don't know. I think at the time I don't know. I might have been I might have been about like 175, so maybe about 10 pounds lighter than I am right now. And like, I was pretty fit looking. I'm saying like, bitch, do I look like I eat fucking desserts, man? Shit, I'm a fat boy, and I had to work my ass off to get this skinny. And I didn't do it by eating damn desserts at Black Angus. I don't want your damn desserts. My kids don't even want your damn desserts. They're full. They were babies. They were babies back then. They were babies. Oh, my babies. Miss my babies being babies, man. Yeah, see? Sometimes we go off the rails. Caught a cabezon. Cabezon. What's that? I don't know what that is. Cabezon in the Bay Area, and I made some tortillas from scratch and made some fresh fish tacos on. Ooh, nice. Hell yeah. That sounds delicious. Yeah. That shit was a bomb. Yeah, hell yeah. Bomb diggity. Yeah, smashing that like button. Smash it. Yeah, you get that testosterone boost. Yeah. Yeah, man. When you try to fight everybody at school after watching Rocky. Yeah. Everybody's done that shit. Everybody done that shit. You know, maybe, I mean, you know, maybe depending on how old, maybe you went to the theater and watched Mortal Kombat. Maybe you saw Mortal Kombat in the theater and you're like, yeah, man, shit, yeah, fuck Johnny Cage. In the beginning, I showed the chat some emojis and asked what it meant. No one answered because it was so tough. Here's a question and the answer. Fireball. Drink. Fire. Ball. Whiskey. Fireball whiskey? Oh, what? There? What? You're messing with me. Oh, man. How are you doing, man? Oh, my God. Oh, man. Maybe if we spam emojis in the chat, we can make Myrtle's stream shut down. Maybe. Speaking of comic books, what about the WandaVision episode? Man, it's pretty fire, man. Wanda. Ooh, Wanda on fire, man. Was that not great? Elizabeth Olsen is fucking fire, bro. She's great. And you know what? Catherine Hahn, man. Can we give Catherine Hahn some fucking love, man? Catherine Hahn. Man, I don't know, man. I like Catherine Hahn. I really do. And you know what? I mean, Ray Park, too, man. Ray Park's killing that shit. Killing it. And I'll be honest with you. Darcy, she used to be pretty damn annoying. She's actually pretty good in this. I like her. Right? Damn. I like Tiana Paris too, man. Tiana Paris. For sure. Yeah. It's for the children. I'm a medium rare guy, but I'll eat lower. Yeah. I was gonna say I can't like it's hard. It's hard to eat lower. Like some point it gets that kind of chewy and it's like red enough, and I'm kind of like, man, I can't do that shit, man. Like I can't really, I can't do that shit. I can't do it. It's gotta be cooked at least a little bit. That like seriously like that I was, because when they brought it out I was like, and I cut open into it, I'm like this shit is just like I don't even like, it's not rare, but it's like a little more than rare, right? And it was like brown on the outside, just on both sides, but like on like, I mean, it looked on the outside, it looked pretty well cooked. Not well cooked, but like looked like it was like. But then I cut it up and I was like, ooh, yeah, no, it's still a little undercooked for me, man. Steak was laced with that purple drink, yeah, man. Still, yeah. No, I do not have a tumor. Yeah. I finally watched the episode before coming here. Hey, well, you're lucky I was late. Yeah. Brother-in-law from, yeah. I would be boned Trinidad tumor. It's not a tumor though. It's not a tumor. Oh man. I'm unlocked Trinity's nerd brainwashing, Pleasant Hill, Pleasantville, WandaVision, Secret Wars, Secret Invasions, Scrolls. Yeah, there's a lot going on. A booger on your back, spinach in your teeth. Okay, I'm scrolling up through it jumped on me, so I'm scrolling up looking through shit. I'm scrolling up looking through shit. Okay, I'm unlocked. Brainwashing. Yeah. Don't do it. Okay. I think I'm somewhere close to. We're somewhere close to caught up, right? Yeah. Jesus just finished episode 5. What did you think of it, Jonathan Velasquez? Fucking fire, bro. I'm telling you, man. Wanda. When she's all fired up, bro. Like she's vicious, man. She's vicious, but like she's going through some shit, man. She's going through some emotional shit. And I'm not sure if you guys caught this morning, if you guys were here on this morning's stream, but I was talking to Chillmonger, and because we're talking about like the Fox X-Men and all that shit, and how we seen we seen Evan Peters in there, and like he's Quicksilver and all that shit, and like we were talking about that and how he got there, how he got there instead of like Aaron Taylor, if he's really Pietro, how he got there instead of Aaron Taylor Johnson. And like my theory was like, well, if she's sitting there creating this reality through everything, through everything she's seen on TV. Maybe it's like in the movie Logan. Remember the comic books? The comic books in Logan. He's like, oh man, what's this shit? It was like, if it was this didn't happen. Well, I mean, some of it, but not like this, And he was all like pissed off. Well, because he's a grumpy old man. He was a boomer. No, he's beyond a boomer, wasn't he? Yeah, I guess so. I guess he's the booms boomer. But yeah, like it was like that. I was like, maybe she was watching TV and maybe she happened to see Fox X-Men. And that was the version of Pietro, and maybe that kind of maybe triggered her or something, or maybe like it was something that etched into her memory, kind of like I said in Logan, where he's kind of like and maybe that's how he manifested there instead of Aaron Taylor Johnson. What? Have you seen this damn series? Is that really out of the question? Seriously, you're gonna sit there and talk trash to me in the comments, and you're not gonna say everything that you've seen in here that couldn't be possible? Is that what you tell me? Is that what you Don't do it. Don't do it. But the other thing that I thought was pretty crazy and it was pretty dark was Vision. That shot of Vision when Wanda went in there to get him from the sword facility and he was all fucking cut up and shit. Oh man, he was dismembered like a mother. Like his legs were all detached and shit. His arms, his fucking head. Like that was crazy. Like his torso was there, all like, man. And that makes me wonder even more. I don't want to say anything about the spoilers unless you've seen the spoilers. Let me know in the chats if you've seen the spoilers. And if you don't want me to talk about those spoilers that leaked online last week, tell me and I won't fucking talk about them, because something I didn't understand in that spoiler bullshit, I understand now because of what happened in this episode. Something that should be coming next week, I'm guessing. So I'll get caught up with the chat and we'll get into that. Yeah. Episode 5, man. All the way. Oh, come on. You don't know what it says either? Don't know what? Paul Bettany as well. Yeah, Paul Bettany's. I mean, but here's the thing is like, Paul Bettany's been around for a while, And by all means, Catherine Hahn has. Randall Park has. But like these, like, to be quite honest, like, Catherine Hahn and Randall Park aren't the kind of actors that get a lot of, like, I wouldn't say a lot of roles, but a lot of the kind of roles that will get them recognized, I guess, and notoriety for what they're doing. I think what they're doing in this show is freaking great. Jimmy Woo, Randall Park, Randall Park is really good. That show that he used to do, Fresh Off the Boat, is fucking great, dude. Like, okay, never mind. I was gonna say, I love watching that show because he was in it, dude. He was fucking great in that show, but then, like, there was always the wife, too. Dude, my wife's Japanese. Like, okay, do we need really to get, like, yeah, yeah, okay. We got, now that that's over with, but Randall Park is great, but yeah, Catherine Hahn too. Paul Bettany though, I've known he was great for a long time. Like, and I can't remember where I first seen him, but the first thing I remember seeing him in for sure is was A Beautiful Mind. When he was in that with Russell Crowe and his now wife. He's great. Yeah, and he's kicking ass too. Say Catherine Hahn's name one more time. Yeah, Kat Dennings. RC Scott says Kat Dennings would get it. Yeah. And yeah, and here's the thing, like with her her character, she seems more matured now. Maybe because she's a doctor. Who's Catherine Hahn? She's the one playing Auntie Agnes. She's Auntie Agnes. Okay, where are we at? Just skipped again. Hey, why cook when you can eat a live cow? Absolutely, absolutely. Was it like that? Was it like that steak in Poltergeist with the maggots coming out? No, no, no. Still in shock, says Jonathan. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. Believe me, I've only watched it like 2.5 times so far. So I need to go. I need to go watch it like 4 more times tonight before I get to sleep. Yeah, I saw Wanda Vision episode 5 4 times. Nice, nice. Yeah, yeah. Trying to make sense of my comments. Yeah. Yeah, the episode was absolutely insane. I'm telling you, dude. Wanda. She's going. I feel like I feel like this, like that. The advertiser. Wanda. Who's doing this to you, Wanda? Wanda, hello. I'm way more scared of Wanda than Carol or Thanos. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, yeah. Jonathan, you did not see that coming. What? Oh yeah, yeah. Expect. Yeah, yeah. Well, and here's the thing: is like, I think some of the stuff that's happening in there, like the thing with the series overall is, especially like the first like 3 episodes weren't really like that, you know, like the third one started to kind of get there, but like they're keeping people off balance to where like even us fucking MCU sweaties and nerds and shit, nobody knows what the hell's going on. Nobody's figured this shit out yet because they've thrown everything out there and like, oh yeah, here's this, and and they're sitting like, is this your card? Is this your card? Is this your card? They're sitting there and you're sitting there like it's all the fucking card. They're going through the whole deck. You know what? Like they're literally being that fucking like they're being that on the nose with shit in this show. Is this your card? Is this your card? Son of a yeah. It's gonna be the last one. It's gonna be the last card. But yeah, they're keeping it all off of yeah. The neighbor chick broke character on her own. Who's that? Well, that's the funny thing is, did she though? I'm not sure that she did because I was no like. It seems like everybody there listens to Wanda, right? Even in episode 1, you go back, Vision was sitting there looking at, you know, his boss fucking dying on the floor. He's like, you know, she's like, help him. And he's like, oh, okay, like shit. Like shit, I guess I needed you to tell me to go help the guy that's choking to death. Right? And it seems like that's just, maybe that's just kind of slowly growing. But yeah, and the thing is too is normally I feel like what would have happened there is Wanda would have just like had it rewind or anything like that, and because I think that's kind of what Agnes was expecting. She was like, oh, are we take it from the top? I think that's what she was getting at. Like, are we? I think that's what she was getting at. Like, are we gonna restart this, or are we just gonna? We're gonna, you know. I think that's what it was. But we also, because we also seen that Vision and Wanda are. He even said it too. They're finally not there on the same, you know, on the same wavelength. He's like, hey, what? Like, normally we're normally we're here, but we're not there right now. Yeah, yeah. Yep. Yeah. Told you that was the door scene. Exactly the scene, Catherine Hahn. What do you mean? The door scene? What are you talking about? The door scene? Ralph's wife. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ralph's wife. Yeah. Did you see what came out of Wanda's egg roll when she cut into it? See what came out of Wanda's egg roll? What are you talking about? No, I didn't. I didn't see that. Maybe she liked American Horror Story. Is that her? Oh, more scared of Wanda than disgusted at the. Oh, Exal, you're funny. Oh man, the two broke girl chick sucks. Um, well, here's the thing: is like I like her. I think she's good, But what she, like, most of what she does, most of the work she gets sucks. Like, Two Broke Girls, I never watched it. I'm not watching that fucking show ever. I'm not even trying to give it a chance. I don't fucking care that she's in it. Like, I'm not watching that shit. I don't give a fuck about Two Broke Girls. And that sounds bad, right? But yeah, I don't give a shit about. You ain't gonna find me watching it. I ain't gonna watch that shit. But most of the shit that she gets, like, they're not like roles or and shit. Like, I think she's good. She just don't usually get the roles. And I think in here she's actually they wrote her part better. They wrote her part better. Yeah, already traded. Thing I don't like about WandaVision. Oh, about the Two Broke Girls. Yeah. Can you school us about what a Nexus being is? I guess Wanda is one of the few. What a Nexus being is. I'll be honest with you. You got me there. The only time I really remember Nexus being mentioned that I know of was man. Did they mention that in? I want to say they mentioned that somewhere in the Pleasant Hill storyline, but it was only a mention. But yeah, you got me there, Obi-Wan. You got me, man. You got me. I'm back down to fucking normie status. Back down to normie status. Damn. Fucking Obi-Wan the homie just out-nerded my ass. Oh, man. RC says, don't talk about my girl, dog. Don't talk about my girl. Oh, man. I'm gonna pull it up right now. Whoa, bro. What are you talking about? What are you pulling up? Oh. Scarlet Witch is fucking a dead cyborg. I don't know. Spill that purple drink. No, that's way later, I think. What's way later? Dead Synthezoid. Yeah, Dead Synthezoid. Yeah. The girl's like chewing tinfoil was a person. Ew, chewing tinfoil. Ooh, that would be pretty bad. That would be pretty bad, man. Chewing tinfoil. Ew. Ah. Ooh. Yeah. Agnes, that's her name. What's up with her? What's up with her? I don't know. What's up with her? Schizophrenia is cool, right? What if Ms. Marvel pop up? She's from New Jersey. She could. She absolutely could. They could do a lot of stuff, man. I mean, hell, look, I'm telling you, we got Evan Peters. We got Evan Peters Quicksilver in here, so hey, fucking anything goes at this point. Yeah, you can't drop anything in here too crazy. You can't drop anything into that chat that's too crazy. Yeah, Vision all, yeah, seems crazy. Vision all chopped up and shit, dude. Like, I paused that shit and I'm looking. I was sitting there looking. I'm like, ooh, like, that's some. They made it look pretty horrific. Like, I looked at it, I'm like, oh, like, but the thing is, like, it's not like it's not like super clear where you get to just see it. It's all kind of like faded out and shit. And you're sitting there looking like, and that kind of makes it even creepier. You know what I mean? It's kind of like in like good horror films when like the shit that scares you is the shit you don't see. Like like remember like Sam Raimi. Remember in The Evil Dead and the evil coming after him is always the camera shaking, and you just hear the sound. You don't hear that. You don't know what the fuck. You don't even know what it is. You don't even know what it is. You just know Ash sees that shit and he's running from that shit, and it's beating down the doors. Yeah. Boobs are a nickel a dozen. You know what? I'll be honest with you, Wookie. I think they cost a little bit more than that. Dixie, what is up? What is up? Synthezoid Necrophile. Oh man, what are you talking about, Woogie? Angus? What are you talking about Angus for? Angus ain't here. We talking about adult stuff, London. Oh, Landon, I'm sorry. Oh, that's funny. Everyone great to. No, but you know what Randall Park is? You know what Catherine Hahn is? Paul Bettany is. He's great. He's a great actor. He's a great actor. And don't tell me that Elizabeth Olsen hasn't been fucking killing it. All right? All right? Now, Evan Peters, what'd he do? I haven't really seen him in much else either to say whether he's good or not. So I honestly don't know with Evan Peters if he's any good. Ralph is the big bad. Yeah. Ralph is the big bad. Yeah. Ralph's a nobody. Ralph's a nobody. Ralph's a stoolie, man. He's just a stooge, man. He's not there for no. He's just a lackey. He's a goon. He's a goon. Yeah, I'm cracking this case of WandaVision, says Landon TLB. Standing 6 inches from a 70-inch TV. Nice. Nice. Yeah. Can feel it. Comic book steals and deals. What is up, my brother? Wanda! Oh man, I'm predicting every single thing. I predicted the cause. I predicted the twins and Pedro. Vote for Pedro. I didn't want to tell anyone he would come back. Oh, like Landon's a fucking insider now. Landon's a fucking insider. He's telling everybody what's going on. Look, I told everybody a long time ago. No. Oh man. Wonder Man theory is still alive. Sword director is probably Grim Reaper trying to get his brother back. Wanted to look at him like she knows him. Human Crack 0890. Did you watch my morning stream? Were you watching the morning stream? Were you watching? You stole, like, that's exactly what I said. That's exactly what I said. Yeah. And because that's what I was thinking. Because like he seemed like he was kind of concerned about like, oh, like shit comes like in there, comes out, like she's like, oh, okay, yeah. And they could do that whole thing like I said, the whole thing with with they were saying in the comics where like the Williams were pissed off at Tony Stark because he appropriated their technology and shit. That's all Tony Stark does. Tony Stark is the fucking Sony of the MCU. He just takes other people's shit and improves upon it. What's the only thing he invented? Repulsor technology. Wow. Okay, I mean, that is pretty fucking innovative. But that's what he did. Like, even the suit wasn't him. It was his design and shit, but he had the help. I mean, it was help. Yeah. You know what I'm talking. Don't act like you don't know. The doctor kept, yeah, you know. Like, so, like, he really, all he does is he just appropriates other people's shit. He's an appropriate. He's like, yeah, he steals people's shit. Tony Stark isn't a good person. Like, I was gonna, you know what? I was sitting there doing the last video that I put out, and I was sitting there looking. I was like, damn, maybe I am ready to do another Stark Sham video. Especially as I sat there and watched Spider-Man 3. Or not Spider-Man 3, but Spider-Man Far From Home. I'm sorry, I was thinking about Spider-Man. But Spider-Man Far From Home. I'm like, dude, like, fucking Mysterio needs... Yeah, Quentin Beck needs to become a fucking murder maniac! Because that's what we believe in here. It's the Stark Sham. And there ain't anybody else out there that knows it better than him. Or maybe even the Doctor, who... I'm not Tony Stark. I can't remember his name all of a sudden, but you know who I'm talking about. Yeah. I can't that can't look that good 6 inches away, Mr. Velasquez. Oh man. Late to the party. What's up, Brad? How you doing, man? Random Brad. I freaking knew Pedro was going to come back. The way they kept teasing him and Wanda could bring back the dead. Yeah, White Suge definitely trolling us. Yeah, for sure trolling us. Man, how do I fall behind on the chats again, man? Because I'm a fucking nerd. Evan shows up as soon as the twins asked for him. Yeah. And because that's the thing too, is like when the twins are aging up, who's doing the aging up? And remember, Wanda stops them. She's like, don't you do it because it's convenient. So, are we looking at Wiccan doing the same shit here? Yeah. Go back and look at Wanda when she walked in the sword lobby, she blasted doors and everybody was just still working. Yeah, I know. I know. But that's what it is though. Like that's what it is. Like here's the one thing. That's the two things people do in them kind of situations. Like motherfuckers come in like they're mowing down people in the office, and motherfuckers like they're still doing their work and shit. Like I gotta meet the motherfucking quotas, or they do this, you know, or they do that. That's what they do. Oh man. But yeah, she went in there. Yeah, she went in there. She went in there not giving a fuck. I think Ralph is dead, bro. Yeah. We didn't see Pietro in episode 5. That was Peter. Yeah. That's true. Sparky in the comics is a synthezoid, digging out the Grim Reaper and gets electrocuted. So much lore and nods to Marvel. It's insane. Yeah. Why is Agnes the only one semi-conscious? Yeah, I was gonna say, and that's kind of like, that makes me wonder too, because we've seen in this episode what he did with Norm, which we also see later he does to Agnes in the trailers. Unless that's just some shit they put in there and they're not gonna actually have in the episode. But so far they've shown us everything from the trailer. Like they didn't pull the typical MCU bullshit with this series so far. They haven't shown us anything in the trailers that we haven't gotten to show yet. I mean, there's some stuff we haven't seen yet, but yeah. But yeah, and then that's the thing is like, I think some of them come in and out of the consciousness of what's going on there, of what's going on. Yeah. This information about how a character can break character when something doesn't go as Wanda would like is big. Well, I don't think it's necessarily that, but like I don't think they're breaking character because I think it's because they're like, basically what it is like, it's like they like, well, I mean, I guess yeah, essentially what you're saying, like they're going off script because he went off script. He's like, oh, you know, like, oh no, maybe you shouldn't, because like that's what she's there for, right? That's what she's there. That's her role. That's her role in the show, is to be there for that, you know. And of course that's probably manipulated to be that way too, and that's why she turned him on, like, oh, like you're the one calling the shots. What do you want me to start over again? And yeah, I think that's what that is. But yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You all suck, Iron Man. Oh no, you all suck, Iron Man. That's not how the song goes. Very wise book. Eyes on you. When I think of Darcy, that's like her whole bag. It's like her whole bag. What? I see a quote there. I'm not sure what that's from. I see that quote. What if Bruce Springsteen popped up? Yeah, hell yeah. Nexus being like the most powerful person around. Nexus beings are rare individual entities with the ability to affect probability and thus the future, thereby altering the flow of the universal time stream. Oh, okay. All right. Oh. There was an Romacy reaction. Oh man. Okay, yeah, so here we are. These beings, each referred to as Nexus, act as the keystones of the multiverse and are crucial to its ultimate coherence and stability. All right, I get you. And you know, God, what? I can't remember. Maybe I missed this part. Why didn't the drone change? That wasn't no 80s drone. Oh, that's what you think. That's what you think, Jonathan Velasquez. That's what you think. That was a very 80s drone. That shit you see on TV, they showed you, that was old. That was like, that's like, yeah, they're giving you old shit, man. They're way ahead of what you know about. The way aliens. Jenner check. What is up, Snow Dub? My man, how are you doing? Smack my pig up. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Smack my pig up. Yeah. Oh, Mike Porter says, yes, Trinity, what was the popsicle question at the end of WandaVision? Yeah. I don't know, but that shit was great. Like, yeah, what was, oh, that shit was funny. That shit was funny. What's with the, oh, damn. Yeah. 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 And if Vision was popsicle, what flavor would it be? Cherry limeade? Yeah, cherry limeade, definitely. The less is more concept in horror. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. You know, it's just like anything else. It's just like anything else. You ever heard of the band Madball? They're a hardcore band. Now, the thing is, like, if you go listen to Madball, they have like, I don't know if they have any songs over 2 minutes long, right? They just come out and bam, bam, bam. That's it. That's all you need to know. Fucking, you know, minute and a half of bullshit and it's fucking done. That's your song. You know what? Either you're worked up and you're ready to kick some ass after it and you're down for your shit after 90 seconds, or you're not. It don't need to be fucking 2.5, 3, fucking 5, 6, 10 minutes. We're not guitar gurus, because you know what? The fundamentals of anything, the fundamentals of basketball is dribbling the ball, and they fucking dribble that ball the best. All right? Sometimes that's all it takes. Sometimes that's all it takes. Elizabeth Olsen should get an Emmy. Yeah, she's been great. Deadpool 3 with all the 4 Punishers, got Ghost Riders and Snipes Blade is the craziest thing I can think of. Evan Peters was good in American Horror Story. Never watched it. Never watched it. In every multiverse, cannot change the way she look, her power, or anything else. She stayed the same. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Evan Peters is really good. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Maybe one of these days I'll check it out. Have we seen Rolf yet? Well, I don't know, Wookie. Have you seen the show? If you've seen the show, you would know. If you've seen the show, you would know. Bass Reeves. Bass Reeves, man. Vote for Pedro. Yeah. Vote for Pedro. Oh, man. No, I'm not. I'm just too worried to think anyone let anyone know what I think. There's just too much information. I can barely put it together in order. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. Arc Reactor, New Element, both were his. No, they weren't. The New Element was not his. The New Element was created by Dr. Arnim Zola. That's where Howard Stark got it from to study. That's where he got it from. Because Captain America lifted, remember he picked up that cartridge there when he was going to break out his butt buddy Bucky? And he was there, and he lifted that little thing and he took it back to Stark, and he's like, oh, hey, check this out. He's like, oh, hey, cool, get this to the lab. And then remember he was sitting there experimenting with it, and it exploded. That was shit created by the great Dr. Arnim Zola. Hail Hydra! Yeah. That's all it was. That's all it was. Dr. Arnim Zola. Dr. Arnim Zola. Yep. Tony Stark is the Sony of the MCU. Yeah, he is, yeah. Tony Stark is Steve Jobs. No, he's not. He's not. Let me have that Mary Jane poster. Mary Jane poster. Which Mary Jane poster? That one? No, you can't have the Mary Jane poster, man. Come on. Come on. Did I hear James Gunn Iron Man movie confirmed? Oh, God, dude, that'd be the worst. That'd be the worst. Oh, man. Read the what? I don't even know how to read. I don't even know how to read, you son of a bitch. What are you talking about? Tell me to read something. Suddenly taught me to read. Now I'll talk crap about that dingbat biatch. Who do you think is the engineer? Monica is texting for help. Yeah, that I don't know. I haven't really put too much thought into that yet. Like I said, I've only watched it twice, and it leaves me with a lot of questions. Yeah. Vision will get killed or die somehow to snap Wanda out of it. Yeah, probably so. I mean, she's gonna have to come to the realization that the motherfucker's dead. Who's this mysterious person? Yeah, exactly. Who is it? Maybe it's Captain Marvel. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not for sure who it is. I'm not for sure who it would be. What engineers have we had so far in the MCU? Have we had any that I can think of? I mean, who out there is... I don't know. Hey man, sorry I'm late. No problem, everyday geeks. What is up? It's fun to guess and hear theories. Too bad some are just real spoilers, like the rumor Evan Peters will be in it. Got to unsub some channels until the end of the series. Oh man, yeah. Well, and the thing is, like, casting news, I don't really see that as spoilers, because really the thing is, like, Evan Peters could have been coming into the series to fucking play anybody. You know, he could have been coming in to play Magneto for all we knew. Yeah. Anybody else know what opening credits they ripped off? I'm not sure which one that was. Yeah, I don't know. Was it? Wookie says Family Ties. Yeah, you know what people do to popsicles? Marvel pushing the rating. Oh yeah. No, believe me. I know exactly what that, and that's what I was thinking, because that's what I like when I heard that shit, that's what I was laughing about. Like, what the? I was like, that's fucking hilarious. Like, yeah. Evan Peters made me so happy. Nice, yeah. Cherry on top of an amazing episode. Yeah, for sure. Every time I see Evan Peters, I think of how his fiancee Emma Roberts beat him up in a hotel and he took it. Emma Roberts. Who's Emma Roberts? Which one's Emma Roberts? Which one of them weirdos is Emma Roberts? Madball. Gonna listen to that right away. Oh yeah, Madball. Yeah, that's fucking New York hardcore, man. Shit's the best. They got this one song called Semper Fi. It's the shit, bro. It's the shit. Fucking stomp a mud hole in someone's ass, man. I like it. Yeah, I missed the show back in 2018. Didn't know I'm gonna guess watch something else instead. Yeah, they're great. It's Hank McCoy. Yeah. Let's see. Agatha intends to kill Wanda after the children grow up. Why would she do that? Why would Agnes want to kill Wanda? As far as I know in the comics, Agatha and Wanda got along. Agatha helped Wanda helped her grow her magic powers and shit. And that's what we see her doing throughout the series, if you think about it. In episode 1, remember, she's she came over and was kind of like, hey, like, here's the status quo that you need to live up to for, this lifestyle. Like, what's going on? Like, let's get that going. What can you change? What can you do? Oh yeah. What kind of housewife would I be if I didn't always have a dinner for 4 just laying around the house? She left all that shit there, knowing that Wanda's gonna sit there and try to balance everything that she's doing, all the shit that she is doing. I mean, I think Agnes is actually there helping her hone her skills. And probably, yes, with a motive. But that don't mean that she's necessarily against Wanda, because she could very well be being manipulated herself. And I think that's where a lot of rumor Evan Peters is T'Challa. Yes. He's gonna be like Wakanda forever. Hey, what's up with the popsicle? Oh man. But yeah, no, that's what I think is, because I think Agnes is, if she really is Agatha Harkness, which I mean, why would we guess she's not? Did someone say Dennis Caleb McCoy? But I think that's what it is. I think she's there, kind of helping hone those powers and everything, and probably with her own motive as well. I think there's something probably more sinister going on, but I think she's probably also looking for a way out too. I think she's just like shit, like, let's do something. Like, we need to, like, I think she's trying to help her out. I don't think she's working against her. And if she is, it's because she's being manipulated. And I think that's something that we are probably going to see going through this next phase of like these TV shows and these movies. And I've talked about this before as well, where we see Wanda going through basically her, like, all the loss she got. Look, we've seen Thor get depressed and all of that bullshit, everything that he went through. I did a fucking video about that bullshit. In Endgame, like his whole character arc, through from Infinity War into Endgame and everything overall, just his whole, like, kind of everything that kind of led to Fat Thor, right? So there's a lot of psychological shit that they talk about. Like, look at Tony Stark with his PTSD and his alcoholism and shit like that. Well, here we see Wanda, probably while we see her changing shit, getting emotional and doing shit out of emotion. Now, the interesting thing about that is we see her being manipulated, and that's kind of what it is. People, look, let's not act like you haven't ever been around somebody in your life who's controlled by their emotions. Hell, it's probably fucking you, all right? And that's the thing, is when you start to think with your emotions rather than with your brain, think rationally, your rationale goes out the window once your emotions get triggered, because you're in that emotional state then, and fucking you're just not there. You're not going to be reasonable. And that's what we see Wanda going through, is she's going through all the kinds of pain, depression, and all kinds of grief and all of that shit. She's sitting there in an emotional state. Somebody's manipulating her as well. And there's people around her, everyone around her is like, fuck, like, what do we got to do? Like, we're walking on fucking eggshells here to keep up with this person, just like people probably have to your ass. All right? And don't act like it's not true. Don't act like it's not true. Don't act like it's not true. That's how most motherfuckers are, man. Most people are emotional. And there's nothing wrong with that. You're human. It's okay to be emotional, and just, you know what? Don't let your emotions make choices for you. Don't make rash decisions based on your emotions. These kinds of things are what cause a lot of problems in, that you see out there. Is people like, they like fuck, it's just stupidity. Like, oh, dog, like, all they get on their fucking phones and they get all stupid and shit. Like half the shit you type into your phone, you wouldn't say that's a shit to somebody's fucking face. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't, right? Now, however, right along with that, people get on there and they act like, and they get on there and they look at it and they're like, oh, they get triggered like they wouldn't if somebody said it to their fucking face neither. Right? Because everybody's overreactive. Everybody's always so caught up in it all. Right? And when it comes down to it, a lot of people out there are controlled by their emotions. And that's what we see Wanda going through in this series. That's what we see these people going through. We're seeing a town full of people who's around somebody who's dealing with all of these different things, and somebody who has the power to fucking change things with a fucking thought. Right? With a thought. Right? I mean, this isn't like fucking hashtag rest in peace Chris Pratt. Damn it. This is some real shit. Oh, man. You hurt my widow feelings. Yeah, man. Fucking people crack me up, man. Fucking people crack me up. Oh, man. Let's see. Darcy Lewis and Wu end up in a pocket dimension too. I can see that big sword truck driving into the pocket dimension that the person she called help her build. Yeah, maybe. What she's got shows were always fire. At least the ones I saw. What shows? It's about the last 3 log albums were kind of lackluster. Log. Oh, Lamb of God. I don't think I've ever really listened to Lamb of God. I think that's too. I think Lamb of God is a little too millennial for me. I think that's more a millennial thing. Yeah. Death Clock is the best cartoon band in history. Josie and the Pussycats can suck it. YouTube is getting goofy with what has to be approved in the chat. Oh, yeah. I like to say that a lot too. No, oh, no one keeps up with me. I'm dead to the world. Thanks, Danny. Oh, damn. Friggin' Danny. Man. I wonder if, I was gonna say, I wonder if that guy's like, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. That dude is a mess last I seen him. Agnes is the villain is going to make us go back and watch it and look at the show different at an angle like it's a new show. Oh yeah, I'm sure of that. I'm sure of that. Fuck them all with no regrets. Yeah, this is the MCU. Nothing is like the comics. This is Disney. No big bad evil devil won't show up. Well, my thing is like the whole time is I've kind of been saying like, why would, if Mephisto's gonna be in this show, why the fuck would they put an Easter egg of him in the Loki show? It seems stupid. Unless you're just going to reference him here this whole time. Easter egg him there in the Loki series, and then he becomes, maybe he's the looming, bad guy. Maybe he's like the Thanos of the thing. I said that a while back, and it was just like, yeah, maybe he is, but like, and I think fucking Trev brought it up in the chat, like, is Mephisto even really that big of a bad guy to be like, oh hey, like I'm the big bad guy here. I'm the Thanos of this next saga. Like, nah, I don't think so. Mephisto might be an Avengers level threat in a movie, maybe. Like, I don't know. And again, I'm not like a big I'm not a big fan of Mephisto, so I couldn't honestly tell you, but yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know that he's gonna show up necessarily. Agnes is the villain witch, but she's got people she's working with. Yeah, maybe so. I mean, really, like, because like in the comics, like some of the shit I was reading, like with the Vision and Scarlet Witch, she was actually well, there's a lot of things going on. What happened was there was like these 7 other her grandchildren were trying to resurrect Nicholas Scratch, her son. Oh, those kids, you just can't control them. Anyway, just saying. Oh, Nicholas Scratch, her son. What happened is her 7 grandchildren were trying to use her power and trying to resurrect Nicholas Scratch because they worship the machine, but they would have got more power as well. But they basically one of these 7 grandchildren had to sacrifice themselves along with, they were basically going to sacrifice Wanda and the one of them, and they were also basically as sacrifices to resurrect Nicholas Scratch. Now, in one series, I think it was in the Fantastic Four time, something that happened in a Fantastic Four episode. That's where that kind of came from, where they were trying to resurrect Nicholas Scratch using Agatha Harkness. They were trying to resurrect Nicholas Scratch, and that didn't exactly work out. And that, yeah, I think that is where they eventually went after Wanda later. I think that was where the Vision and Scarlet Witch came in at. Like I'm telling you, I've been reading a lot of this shit, reading up on a lot of this stuff. But yeah, so I mean, yeah, but even in those, Agatha Harkness wasn't a bad guy. She was there trying to help, and as a matter of fact, she actually reached out to Vision to get help when Wanda was being fucked up. She reached out to Vision, because Wanda was being attacked, and so her Agnes's spirit went to Vision. Was like, hey, Vision, dude, she's fucked up. You need to because he was with Glamour and Illusion at their ball they were doing on All Hallows Eve. And she goes there and she's like, hey, motherfucker, you need to get to Wanda because some shit's going down. Some shit's going down here on All Hallows Eve. Because yeah. And so, yeah, so he's like, oh, what's going on? And so that's when they had that. That's when Vision had to go help. And this is where eventually Glamour and Illusion, they had to go and they took these dust elements of this book, this Necronomicon that burned up. They took these ashes and they used it to this magician. I think he was the Illusion. I'm kidding. He comes in, Ilya, and he pulls all these. All he needed was some ashes, and he took all the ashes, and basically it brought all of those elements back together, and he recreated that Necronomicon right there. So they could get rid of the trying to resurrect I think that was who the zombies were after when they were trying to resurrect Simon Williams. If I'm not mistaken, like I said, I've been reading so much of this shit, but all of that happened, and then they destroyed the Necronomicon totally. Look, when you destroyed this motherfucking thing, you got to destroy every single piece of it. Because you seen what I can just do. I just if I can do this, I'm just a magician. I can do this and pull all this stuff back together. They've been reduced to atoms. Those stones the same thing could happen with those stones. I'm just saying. But yeah, the MCU is nothing like comics. Oh man, the Chris Pratt thing was stupid. What Chris Pratt thing? Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, it was hilarious. That shit was so hilarious. I got on I hopped on Twitter that morning. And I seen this rest in peace Chris Pratt. I was like, oh shit! I was like, fucking Chris Pratt died. I was like, oh fuck! I went to the tweets. I'm like, is this shit seriously trending? I went and seen the tweets and I'm like, come on, man. So that's why I was like, I was here at the house. I was getting ready to go to work and shit. And I was like, all right, I got ready for work and shit. And I was like, okay, fucking your boy Myrtle's got to do a video about this shit. He's got to do a video about this shit. Oh man, it's funny. The whole world is ruled by emotion now. There's not a lick of common sense or rationality left. Amen, Will Gentry. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Whatever you think of me is none of my business. Yeah, absolutely. And part of that too, I mean, you know what? And that's something, I was watching my kids we're watching this movie. I can't remember what movie it was, but it's something, you know, like you've seen movies just like this shit too when you're growing up. You know, like all these kind of movies where, you know, there's a kid at school and like, you know, they think they're cool, they got their little group of friends or something, and then one day they're sitting in the bathroom taking a shit, and like their friends come in, they're like, oh shit, that's my friends, and like you hear them talking shit, so you know they pull up their shoes and everything, so you can't nobody can see them there in the stall, you know, like nobody can smell your shit, right? And everyone's like, oh, you know, they're sitting there like listening. And then you hear your friends, you know, you hear your friends say some like really mean, hurtful shit about your ass. And they kind of, you know, you come out so like, the people I thought was my friends is a bunch of assholes and they don't like me. Right? And then you're all sad, you know. Or you find out that the guy that asked you out to the prom was, you know, it was a bet. It was a bet that he could make you popular from being a loser girl with stupid glasses. You don't fucking act like you didn't watch that movie too, you son of a bitch. Anyway, point being, that's exactly what you're saying. Yeah, like whatever you think, like really, because that's what it is. You know what? Yeah, because that's what it is, and I guess that's really what it comes down to. When it comes down to it, that's what it is. Is there's a bunch of people out there who are just a bunch of fake motherfuckers who you can't rely on to be honest with your ass for nothing, right? You can't count on anybody to be honest with your ass for shit. You ask them something like, "Oh yeah, it's great." Can you just be fucking honest with me? It's not fucking great. I think it's a piece of shit. That's why I'm asking you, so you can at least be honest with me and say, like, it's not a piece of shit. It's okay. Don't give me that, oh, it's good. Yeah, you know what? Like, look, no. Can we start over again? How is it? Like, no, like, you know, like, I don't need the, like, like, come on. You can tell me if it's a piece of shit. I'm not going to be fucking offended. Right? And you can't count on people for that. You know what? And partially because of a lot of the bullshit that's going on now. But a lot of people can't be honest. You know why? Because if I be honest with you, you know, you're gonna get all sad. It's fucking sickening. Right? And that's the thing. It's too many people worry about that shit. The thing is what you should worry about is going out there and being a fucking decent person and letting everybody know that. First impressions and all that bullshit. And, you know, like, the one thing I used to fucking hate is the actions speak louder than words bullshit. But you know what? If you treat people like a bunch of assholes and you act like an asshole all the time, you know what? Chances are you're probably a fucking asshole. You know? And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with being an asshole. If everybody knows, I'm sure there's plenty of people out there who will accept you for that. And that's okay. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. Because a lot of times, at least that asshole is willing to be fucking honest with you. And isn't that what we all want sometimes? Just some fucking honesty? Out of all these people who are just all the like, oh yeah, no, it's great, you know, all the fucking cheerleaders. And believe me, there's nothing wrong with cheerleaders. Like, there's genuine cheerleaders. There's genuinely people out there who are like, who do think that, you know, like they'll see something like, oh dude, it's great. Like they do genuinely feel that way. That's okay. Right? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Right? And that goes with everything. You know what it is? It's like people expect everybody to be the fucking same. You know, like everybody's got the same temperament. Everybody's got the same personality. Everybody's got the, god damn, man. And that's the thing, though. That's the thing is, but can you count? Do you have motherfuckers in your life that you can count on to be honest with you? Do ya? Do ya? Because it's hard to find fucking people out there that can be honest with you about some shit, right? Like, seriously, like really honest with you about some shit, you know? Because everybody's, you know, always worried about some bullshit, like, oh, I don't want to hurt your feelings or this or that, or, you know, maybe they are just being genuine, like, oh yeah, I think it's good. Or, you know what, maybe they don't fucking care, and they're just like, oh yeah, it's good. Oh, okay, well, great, thank you, you know? Like, you know, and that's the thing is, you know, like, that's a lot of it too, is we always need support from others, absolutely. Having support is good, it's going to help you. But you know what? Sometimes, you know, there's people out there, like, that kind of expect it. You know what I mean? Like, just because you're really down for some shit, like, doesn't mean that whatever you're down for is down for you, right? That doesn't mean that whatever you're down for, it doesn't mean like if you're down for, you know, like, oh shit, that's my boys right there, man, shit. That doesn't mean they're down for you. Fuck, just because you'd take a fucking punch for that motherfucker doesn't mean he would for you, right? That motherfucker might be like, sure, yeah, fuck that. I ain't even fucking hit for fucking nobody. Fuck that. And you dug your own grave. That ain't my bullshit. I'm just saying. And that's why, I mean, everybody in their life needs somebody like that. People that can be honest with them about shit. People who aren't worried about being fucking your feelings and being nice about shit. Like you know what? And that's really all I want out of people. And I try to be as fucking honest and forthcoming with everybody as I possibly fucking can, right? Maybe you've seen me on shows sometimes fucking sitting here ranting and raving. It's been a while since I've done one of those. Oh, what a night it was. Remember, you know, oh man, we're almost at a fucking anniversary here, guys. We're almost at an anniversary here. Snowdub, my man, your birthday's coming up, man. You know what I'm talking about. It's been a while. You know, a lot of people can't handle people being fucking honest with them. They can't handle the truth. You can't handle the truth. That shit's fucking fun. But it's true. You know, and that's that, you know, like, you need motherfuckers in your life that you can count on to be honest with you about stuff. Especially those closest to you. I mean, like, it's good to have cheerleaders and all that stuff around. We always need that. We always need somebody, you know, there to kind of help pick us up. But again, that could be that's that same person that's going to be fucking honest with you too, right? That's that same person. You know, that same person is going to be honest with your ass is going to be that very same person to help you pick your ass up. But the thing is like, most people don't have that. Most people have all the people around them who will tell them everything's good or that they're all good and all that shit. And hey, man, that's all I've ever tried to do is be fucking honest with people. Just be myself. I'm not trying to fucking lie about who I am or anything like that, or play some shit up just for fucking, you know, the clicks and the views and all that bullshit. And believe me, we've gone through some of that here on this very fucking show. But the thing is through any of all that bullshit I've fucking done on this show or any of that other bullshit is like, all I'm trying to do is be honest with you. All I'm trying to do is be honest with the motherfucker and be real. That doesn't mean you're going to like it. Depending on the situation, doesn't mean I'm going to be nice about it. I mean, are we, you know, well, you can not be nice and be civil, right? That's the thing is, like, most people can't take that criticism. They can't take that honesty. You know, and I'm sure we've all been there before too, right? You've probably had somebody sit there and say some shit to your ass, and you're sitting like, you can't say a fucking word because you know they're right. It's like they punched you right in the fucking face. And you're like, you don't like it neither, right? You don't like it neither. But that's the thing, is you have to experience that kind of shit. Without those kind of experiences, you don't learn to be a better fucking person, right? You don't learn to be better. You don't learn because you don't have somebody there fucking telling you that you're being stupid, that you're fucking up or anything like that. You don't have anybody around there to be honest with you about it. And you know what? Oftentimes, a lot of times, somebody will get this, one of these people in their lives that actually tells them some shit. And you know what they do? They push them away. They don't want to be around them. Fuck that. You ain't kissing my ass, tell me what I want to hear? Fuck you. It's not good. That's not good shit. But, I mean, you know, like, I guess a lot of times that comes down to needs and wants, right? Yeah. Want in one hand and shit in the other. See which one fills up first, right? But again, that's a whole thing going on with a lot of that has to do with like social media and all that bullshit too. Now, I'm not gonna be one of these people who's gonna sit out here and be like, oh, you know, like oh, social media is fucking killing you and all this shit is fucking stupid. You know what? Look, we will be honest about one thing here: is the technology. The further advanced technology gets, the further humans regress backwards. Okay, it's fucking true. All right. It's true. The more technology the more technology takes control, the more it gets bigger, the more it takes control of your life, the worse off you are. Like your brain functions, your actual functions, like everything that you should be doing fucking goes backwards. You're like the humanity is fucking going backwards because of shit. And social media magnifies that, right? It magnifies everything. It gets you engaged. It keeps you on. It gets you that dopamine phone, right? Woo! Those little bursts, right? All that bullshit. It's true. I mean, it's true. But the other thing is too is one of these things is at some point people are gonna have to fucking realize, and they will eventually. Maybe they won't. That it's not that big a deal. People are on the internet talking out of their asses. Some of them are serious. Some of them aren't. You know, you don't have to take everything they're saying serious. You know what? You know what the weirdest thing is? Like, when somebody knows that you're upset and get triggered by something, and they push that button because they know it gets you emotional. And what happens when you get emotional? I just said it earlier. You get irrational, right? But you know what? You can get on these platforms and avoid all that bullshit. You can. Of course, you can get on there and partake every now and again. We've all done it. I've done it. Right? You don't even want to see the shit I used to do with my friends on fucking Facebook, man. Like man. Yeah. Good times. But the thing is, like, people were going to have to experience that cuz like a lot of people, that is their social, that's their contact now. That's what they know. That's their world. That's their interactions with people now. A lot of people these days, right? And like at some point, you know, people got to be faced with these challenges, and that's the thing with the technology is you stop facing that. You know, like I was even talking about the other week when we were getting into the aliens and all that bullshit. Is people like, oh, like how did they do this? We don't have precision machines that can make this, that can carve this kind of shit. They did this by hand, like. And they probably did, but the thing is, like, you don't know, like, nobody takes pride in their craftsmanship anymore. Like, oh, I designed this machine. I designed this machine that can do this job. Why would I want to do that? Why would I want to do what that machine does when that machine can fucking do it for me? Right? But that's what it is. And that's the thing. Like, you got to take from it. You got to take from these things what you want from them. Right? And the thing is, like, if getting on fucking social media and arguing with fucking weirdos is what gets you off, helps you sleep better at night, by all fucking means, go right ahead. Go right ahead and be one of the fucking retards out there arguing with people on... Look, I'm pissing off the SJWs! Look, I'm pissing off the comic skaters. Get the fuck out of here, man. Like, what? It comes down to that other thing too, and I get it, because social media, everybody's got to share all their fucking bullshit on there. And everybody got to share, you know, taking pictures of your fucking food, pictures of your kids, and sharing them with, hey, look at my kids. Look at this award they won. Look at this sushi I just got from my family's restaurant up in Tehachapi, and it's fucking great, man. Look at this steak I just grilled. Right? Right? you gotta broadcast every second of it, so it's serious, right? Like, lighten up, people. Lighten up. It's okay to joke. It's okay to laugh. It's okay for people to tell offensive jokes, you know? It's okay. And I know some people are probably they're not gonna like to hear this, but you know what? When I was growing up, I heard a lot of jokes. I heard a lot of racist jokes about blacks, about whites, about Mexicans, about Jewish people. And I fucking laughed at every single one of them. You know why? Because it's a fucking joke! You can take it for a joke? Shit! You don't have to take it serious, right? But I get it. I get it. Some things just can't be joked about. Right? Too sensitive. Oh, you can't joke about that thing that I never went through that happened to a lot of people. A lot of people were hurt. A lot of people died. Fuck out of here, man. In comedy too, like it's the same shit with like the fucking movies and all that. But people, you know, in stand-ups and all this bullshit. Like people are fucking afraid. Like just fucking do it, you know. Just fucking do it. People need to fucking laugh. It's good for you. Go outside, get some sun on your skin, get some fresh air in your lungs, and have a good fucking laugh. Lighten up, man. And here's the thing: is like. I know, like I just said, I grew up, heard plenty of fucking racist jokes, laughed at them all, and believe me, there's been times where I've heard racist shit and been discriminated against, my racism and bullshit too, and I've sat there and I've felt the same way, like, and you know what, I sacked the fuck up and said, you know what, fuck that guy anyway. Fuck him. Who cares? Next time, just punch a motherfucker right in the mouth. Right? Your boss say some racist shit to you? Some shit that made you feel bad? I'm sure you could not have to punch him in the face, though you might want to, but you could say something to him and you can go handle it. But the thing is, like, people are just too sensitive about the shit. That's not to say that you have to let shit go. It's not to say that everything's all good. It's not to say that there aren't racist motherfuckers out there who aren't pieces of shit. It's not saying, because there absolutely are. But, like, sometimes you just need to lighten up, you know? Maybe decide, you know, maybe use some sort of discretion when you're deciding what you want to be offended by and take seriously and what you want to take as a joke, right? Especially if you're on the fucking internet. And that's the thing, is most of the time, if I'm on the internet, I look at everything as a fucking joke. It's all a joke. You know why? Because the social media is a fucking joke. It's a joke. And yeah, it's a joke. It's a fucking joke. People are a fucking joke. And you know what? And here's the thing, is like, I've talked about this before, and you know what like really pisses me off is like low IQ motherfuckers. Now, when I say that, a lot of people are like, "Oh yeah, dumb mother." Like, no, just like just because you're low IQ doesn't mean you're just some dumb motherfucker. But like, there are a bunch of low IQ motherfuckers out there. Okay, you probably interact with them a lot online, right? The internet ain't helping them any. But the thing is like, just because you're low IQ doesn't mean you're a piece of shit. Hell, not everybody's gonna be Stephen fucking Hawking. Not everybody's gonna be fucking me. Now, but really, not like, you know, like not everybody is created equal. All that equality and all that is bullshit. It's all bullshit, right? I mean, we are equal in the sense that we're all human. We all bleed red. You know, we all hurt. We all have feelings. You know, a lot of very fucking common traits that humans have. Really, we're more similar than we are different. Right? We're more similar than we are different. You wouldn't fucking know it though. You wouldn't know it. You wouldn't know it. Yeah, anyway. Fuck, what do I know? What do I know? What do I know? Every time a liberal says problematic, an angel torches its wings. Oh, man. Oh, man. Baldism, you son of a bitch. I got put in Facebook jail today for calling an Antifa puke a retard and punk bitch. Yeah, imagine that. Fuck Facebook. I don't even know why I'm on that piece of shit anymore. I don't even get on the motherfucker, you know what I mean? Like, I get on there and I'll like say some shit and I just fucking leave. I don't even check the fucking updates and shit. Like, I fucking done with it, dude. Fucking done with it. You know, and that's the thing, is like people act like Twitter is fucking worse. You know what? Don't let any of those fucking Facebook stands tell you that Twitter is fucking worse. Twitter is way better than fucking Facebook. Twitter is way better than fucking Facebook. Yeah. Yeah, you can joke about everything. Yeah. I got Trump on Twitter too. Yeah. Sense of humor greater than no sense at all. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Trinity does a pretty good Pee Wee Herman laugh. Oh, man. I'd like to hear George Carlin's take on the world today. Shit, he predicted the future, man. He fucking knew what was going on. He already knew. Yeah. Yeah, what's comedy if you can't be any jokes? You see how stupid it sounds just by reading that? Yeah. Yeah. Nobody's equal. The same individual isn't equal to themselves on certain days. Yeah, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm telling you. And believe me, I've tried. I've like on my bicycling and all that. Excuse me. On my bicycling and all that bullshit, I've had days where I've tried to go out there and hit PRs where I've been more fit, I've been skinnier, I've been lighter, I've weighed less, I've felt better in fucking everything. And I've gone out there and tried to beat some of the records that I've set, some of my PRs and some of these riding routes and shit out here. I can't even, like, I'm off by like fucking like 5-10 seconds and shit. And if you know like what riding bikes is when you're out there pushing shit, like 5-10 seconds, that's fucking huge. That's like a huge gap. That's like what were you on that day? Like that's what that kind of shit is. It fucking very rarely ever happens. It very rarely ever happens. Do we really bleed the same though? Prove it. I didn't say that we all bleed the same, but we all bleed. We all bleed red. I'll make a not funny but probably messed up joke. Don't read this out loud, Trinity, so you don't get canceled. You're terrible, Landon. You're terrible. But I'm pretty sure the answer is yes. Oh, man. Oh, Exar says no. Oh, bro. Oh, man. You guys are terrible. You guys are fucking terrible. Terrible. Dixie, you're funny. Oh, man. ReeferMan Reviews, what is up, my man? How are you doing? Then those people that think men and women are the same and equal. Well, I mean, like I said, we're more the same than we are different, but the differences are some pretty big differences there. And that's okay. Yeah, and equal. And yeah, well, just the equality thing is just like bullshit anyway. There's no fucking such thing as equality. You know what I mean? And yeah, there's no such thing as equality. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. But anyway, guys, going to bring the stream to a close there. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. Again, I'm sorry I was late to the show. So we still went for almost 2 hours. It's an hour and 41 minutes. Just stopping by to drop a like. Have a great weekend, everyone, says Justin Simone. Justin Simone, you better not leave yet. Dude, don't you just come in here. Yeah, see, LB's already on it. Oh, wait, are you shaking your head at what Dixie said? What are you about to say? Are you more worried about your second? More worried about your Second Amendment rights? For what? For what? Oh, man. What are you worried about your Second Amendment rights for? They gonna come for your guns? Nah, man. Nah, because like that's the thing. Like, and regardless, like when I was growing up, one of the things my parents always said is like, one of these days, you're gonna be a criminal. You're gonna become a criminal for legally owning guns. So it's kind of something I really always kind of expected anyway, and people want to go out there and suck the NRA's dick, and the NRA doesn't fucking help out a gun owner. Like the NRA don't give a fuck about you and your fucking legal gun rights either. Oh man. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there you go, RC Scott. Look. RC Scott winding up. RC Scott is winding up. Yeah. And besides, besides, even if so, that's the whole fucking point of the Second Amendment anyway. Like, you're supposed, like, because who's gonna come for your guns? Who's gonna come for your guns? The government? Well, the law says, right, that you have the right to bear arms, and in the case of a tyrannical government. And in order to battle a tyrannical government, you should be allowed to own the same shit that they got to use against you. Like, should you be able to own a fucking B-2 bomber and fucking all that bullshit? Fuck, if you can afford it, you know where to get one. Okay. I doubt you do, but chances are they're probably not going to send, big old fucking, they'd send a drone if they were going to do some dumb shit like that anyway. But they're not look. They're going to send a little guy with a badge to your door. I'm like, hey, can I get your guns? And you're like, get the fuck out of here. Then they might come back with more. But that's the whole thing, is they're not going to. They ain't never going to do that shit. They ain't never gonna do that shit. NRA going bankrupt. Yeah, they need to. Yeah, Democrats been coming to take the guns away for 50 years. Yeah, exactly, RC Scott. The NRA, yeah, exactly. They've been behind all the legislation of all that bullshit. Like, fucking, like, every bill that's been passed against my gun rights has been backed by them. Like, yeah. See, and look, I was getting ready to end the stream, and who came in here? Who said what? Somebody said something. Oh, it was Dixie with the set. Yeah. It was Dixie. Damn it. See, you can't do it. You can't talk politics. You can't do it. If you talk politics, you know what? It's like talking religion and shit. You can't do it. Don't stop it.